1, 2, 3, 4.
My name is Jesse Troutman. I'm a sophomore at Union High School.
My name is Amber, and I'm a freshman.
I'm Ashlyn. I'm freshman at Grande High School.
My name's Garrett Smith, and I'm a sophomore, and I go to Imler.
I'm Alyssa, and I am a freshman. Oh, I go to LeGrand High School.
I'm Michael. I'm a junior at LeGrand High School. Did City Week this year.
Dang right.
Oh yeah.
City Week was insane. It was an incredible whirlwind of serving and eating and laughing.
Making all things new. Your light is breaking through the dark. This love, it is sweet.
And watching these kids become more of who they get to be for the rest of their life. Scratching the surface of all the gifts that God instilled in them, all the personality that God instilled in them, that they began to see what following Jesus does practically in our lives and what it calls us to practically do in others' lives.
The first day we went to Central Elementary School, and we cleaned up there by raking leaves, trimming trees, and just bagging up all the garbage.
You make me come alive. This is what you do. This is what you do. You make me come alive.
It was really fun. Like when I got there and I was like, oh yay, it's raining. That's awesome. But like it seems like when I was working, like that didn't really matter. I was always just like, oh, we gotta clean this up. Oh, we gotta do the leaves. Like I was just like someone saying to bless the school.
You make me come alive. You make me come alive.
After we had served at Central Elementary, we came back to the church and we prepared for middle school youth group and told them, you get to pray for the middle schoolers today, and not just before they showed up. That's what youth group was going to be.
Youth group that night was actually pretty incredible because Cam had us come up to the front, and he had us, like, as we were standing up there, the middle schoolers were able to come up and get prayer for.
They were a little hesitant at first, but it was a lot of fun.
We were able to pray for all the younger middle schoolers, and so that was really cool because I was able to pray for my sister in that evening, and it was just really cool.
It's always like springtime with you.
I got to pray over one girl that just came to me and said that she just looked up to me and like she wanted to have a better relationship with the Lord, and it was just really fun just to pray over her and just be able to guide her and be there for her.
Sweeter than wine, bringing joy, bringing life. Your hope is rising.
Bridges being crossed and barriers that were being destroyed, and in both sides. There was the high schoolers stepping in saying, all right, let's do this, and then these middle schoolers saying, you're so awesome, you are a high schooler and I want to hear from you and I want to hear what God is speaking through you. And then that kind of slowed down. Some kids kind of stepped back into the crowd a little bit, back into the shadows. We had a moment where I was in the back just praying, all right, Lord, do we move on to something else, or where do we go from here? And I threw it up to the high schoolers. I said, all right, high schoolers, go get them.
Your hope is rising like the dawn. And this is what you do, this is what you do. You make me come alive. This is what you do, this is what you do. You make me come alive. This is what you do, this is.
The second day, Ontario came and joined us for the day and helped us out at Next Step, which Next Step is a pregnancy center for people to come in and get help and like baby clothes and everything.
They're going from about a 1,000 square foot building to a 3,000 square foot. It's definitely a lot bigger and more room for them to do more things in. Being able to serve Next Step was something that I never thought I'd actually do, because it's like helping a pregnancy center. I just didn't think I'd end up doing anything like that. But it was definitely very cool just to see the way that everyone was working together to help.
This is what you do, this is what you do. You make me come alive. This is what you do, this is what you do. You make me come alive. This is what you do, this is what you do. You make me come alive. This is what you do, this is what you do.
Hello, we can be here. If we more than more, we can wait.
It's like I'm living for the first time. Finally living for the first time. It's like I'm living for the first time. Finally living for the first time.
Whatever needed to be done, they jumped up to do it. It's so exciting to see the love of Jesus take on many forms. But I watched two young ladies begin to scrape wallpaper down, and I came back about a half an hour later, and they had literally moved 6 inches. And I was discouraged for them, but I saw on their faces just smiles and laughter and joy, and we all discovered that when we are serving selflessly, the fruit of the Spirit is so evident and so powerful that even jobs that are so tedious and so joyless are overwhelmingly filled with joy.
Your light is breaking through the dark. This love it is.
The next day we went to the public library and we got to read to some young kids.
I love kids. They're pretty awesome. They always surprise you. You never know what they're going to do.
I was reading a pigeon book, and it was The Pigeon Wants a Puppy. On the page I was reading, it was just, the pigeon said, "I'll water it once a month," and the little girl over by the side was just like, "You're thinking of a flower," and it was just so cute, and I just loved their reaction to the books and actually having to interact with them.
Make me come alive. This is what you do. This is what you do. You make me come alive. You make me come alive. You make me come alive. You make me come alive.
And then we later did crafts after that had to do with the books, but I was able to sit down and like color in their little library coloring section, and I had a little girl come over and she's just like, "Oh, can you show me how to draw the pigeon?" I was like, "Oh yeah." She's like, "Yay!" Totally excited about that. So that was really
This is
cool.
what you do. This is what you do. You make me come alive. This is what you do. This is what you do. You make me come alive. This is what you do. This is what you do.
Just to be able to like get on their level and interact with them was a lot of fun, and seeing how they put their pigeons together was really weird because they did not look like pigeons very good, but it's just a lot of fun.
The last day of City Week was Good Friday. We started here at the church but drove to the south side of heaven, and we got to hear from Pastor Jeffrey all the ministry and all the discipleship and all the incredible things that are happening there through the unique and cool opportunities that are presented when church looks a little bit less like church. We tried barbecuing. It was pouring down rain.
Barbecuing at Southside.
Well, our barbecue went light, so that wasn't good. So we just microwaved some hot dogs and ordered some cheeseburgers from McDonald's, and it all worked out.
Your hope is rising like the dawn.
people came in and they were kind of like, what's this? Like, I saw a sign, or people are telling me about this, like, what do I do? And we're like, oh, come in, like, and we just like got to show them how we love Jesus. But you like kept telling us to like go talk to people, and we're like, just go talk to random people? Like, that's gonna be weird. So we sat down and we started talking to a lady, and she like started telling us about her day and like where she was going and what she was doing. So it was cool to see like her just open up.
We got to sit and have conversation with people that call Southside their home. We got to be a guest in their home and serve food. That was church. That was church on a Friday afternoon. That afternoon after Southside, we came back to the church where there was a 24 hours of prayer.
I was actually kind of nervous before because I thought we were doing the full 24 hours of prayer. But then I realized that it's just the 1 hour.
Our kids were wound up. It was the last day. We were pumped. And I sent them into sanctuary, and I caught up with David a little bit, Pastor David, and shared with him what we had been doing. And I thought, you know what, I better check on them because they were really wound up when we started. And I poked my head in here and saw them all of them on their knees in prayer.
You make me come alive. You make me come alive.
And drawing and painting things that God was showing them, and responding to the Spirit and worshiping, crying out for the people that attend Central Elementary and the janitors and the teachers that work there, for Next Step and all the families that might be affected, and the families that can be loved and be served through the ministry that's happening at Next Step, the library, and the families that we got to spend the day with as we led them in crafts and Southside, and the amazing things that are happening at Southside, and the people that they met and the stories that they heard. And not because I was leading them in that, but because they were being led by the Holy Spirit.
The rich bucket.
If it was, am I living it? Do I live in it? So astounding. Love is an ocean, you can drown me. The sweet embrace, the lovely taste, I taste and see. I'm under grace, the place to be. It means I'll never need an umbrella. I'm cool in the cold, in the hot weather. Whether or never I ever understand, I'm a man in the hands of great plans. I stand with faith there in life I never known to touch. And still I saw my clutch, but I'm like, what's the dream of? What's the hope in? What's the doubt for? Live to know it. This is living. The life I've been given's a gift. If I'm a living, I'ma live with the death. So what's the dream of? What's the hope in? What's the doubt for? And live to no end. This is living. The life I've been given's a gift. If I'm a living, I'ma live with the death.